Let me tell y'all how it all went down. You know,
You better be honest.
about 2013.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna go back to the bowling party. We're gonna go back
Oh my God.
we're gonna go back to train when I was training, right? Never forget this one particular day. She called me up, said a free session. She wanted me to be a trainer. Like, cool, we got training. Came over, did the free session, and had on this red shirt.
You swear.
She was like, it's my time. She was like, I don't know if she said Quort or Q, but she was like, you look good in that red. And I was just like, got her. Got her.
You see, you can't get nobody a compliment. I take it all the way
Got
down.
her.
All the
Granted,
way down.
I've been best friends, so I seen the guys that was previously. I was like, I had done made my transformation. Now I'm new Q, slim.
New Q.
Got her. Look at that. Show me the ring, babe.
Oh, okay. Let's go back.
Okay.
Because I think I had a game night at my place, right?
Yep.
And
That was the second. Had you.
I had a game night at my place. I think my cousins, my brother was
Chelsea.
there, my best friend was there, and we were playing Michael Jackson on Wii because I love killing everybody on that game, right? So everybody kept asking me, they was like, so what's up with you and Q? And I'm like, what you talking about? And they was like, man, there's some tension up in here, like, what's going on with y'all? And I'm like, you know, that's like my brother. What do you, like, no.
Wow.
I was like, are y'all serious? And I got it from everybody. And they'll come by me and say something a little slick. And they're like, I'm just saying, y'all cute together or whatever. And he was playing with Chelsea or whatever. And I just looked over and I was like, cute? Nah. I ain't gonna even, because we were such good friends, I didn't want to mess up our friendship.
Yeah.
If we went into a relationship, it went sour or whatever. I was so afraid of that relationship in the beginning because I was like, look, if it goes south, let's just exit. Because I respect you so much as a friend. Like, you've always been married. He's been married since my kids were in my stomach. Like, he was the only guy at my baby shower, like, sending me stuff for the kids while I was in college. He was that person.
Wow.
So I didn't want to destroy a great friendship by moving too fast in a relationship. And the relationship wasn't my idea. It's everybody in my ear about it.
Right.
Like, maybe y'all should try it out or whatever. So it got to a point where I finally was like, all right, so I don't even think we said.
You looked at me and what did you say? When I was playing, Q, you looked at me and what did you say? I had on a skull cap and your shades. What did you say? He is kind of.
He is kind of cute.
Okay.
Was it cute?
He is kind of cute. That's what I said.
But to her point, I wasn't fearful of that kind of demolition to a relationship because I've never really had any bad blood with any of my previous relationships. So I know that if we tried and it wasn't successful, I wouldn't look at her any different. You know, I would probably love her even more and be there for her even more, but I would never abandon her. You know what I mean? Because I know her, it's nothing that she would have done or I would have done to her to where we were like, oh, I hate you, I hate you.
Right.
It just would have been like, you know what, it didn't work, cool. We go back to be friends, cool. Trying to play Michael Jackson tomorrow? Yeah, let's do it. You know? So I kind of felt differently about it.
Yeah.
I just love the slow approach. Like, I mean, because it felt like y'all knew each other, but then it was like, all right, we're gonna approach this with caution because we respect what we already have.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's dope to me.
It's everything's in timing. And kind of to what we were talking about earlier with people having insecurities, you know, being in the beginning of our relationship, you know, she went through a lot. Like, she went through a lot. And a lot of it was hard for me because you have a person who's, granted, I was building my business, but it wasn't a struggle. I love the grind. So I love when I had to restart and build back up. You know, she was right here by my side. You know, it was times we were in my truck, no heat. I didn't have heat in my truck.
Comforter.
She'd be over in the passenger seat in a comforter balled up.
Wow.
And she might grab my hand, put it under there, and I'd be like, nah, babe, I'm good. But she never said anything.
Wow.
And you know, we got past those moments. Well, I did, but she still had her own things she was going through. And so that kind of hurt me because you got one person who's good one person who's not.
Mhm.
And I'm the only driving positive force in her life,
Mhm.
which is not enough.
Yeah.
And so, I took it upon myself to like literally reshape her life, rechange her circle, put better people around her, because I know what it can do for you.
Mhm.
If you only have one positive energy around you, it's just not enough. You need more.
Especially when it's just so much negativity.
Yeah.
And when it's coming from people so close to you that you
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
got your best interest
Yeah.
and they really don't. They want to see you fail and it
Right.
just
Yeah.
show. And I was like, but what did I do to
Yeah.
y'all besides be here? Like,
Yeah.
dang, y'all gonna shit on me like that.
Yeah. How was it receiving that from him? Like him trying to insert just different positivities and you having a hard time trying to grab as far as like, wait, my circle is actually negative. Like
Mhm.
it's a whole unveiling.
It was new for me.
Yeah.
Very different. I didn't know how to receive it at first, and it was kind of a battle. I still had a brick wall up that he absolutely tore down. But with tearing it down, he took his time with me doing so. And honestly, like this man healed me in so many ways that I could be like, I could tell you about my story today and just it'll brush off my shoulder, but y'all probably be in tears.
Yeah.
Like, you okay?
Yeah.
But that's because like we talked,
Right.
and like he understood, especially after like seeing it for himself. He was like, dang, I didn't even think they was like that, but for real, all right, I got you.
Mhm.
And just having one good, genuine person in my corner, and he always was like, man, you can do so much more than what you're doing. Like you just don't understand your talents. Like you didn't even scratch the surface. And I'm like, for real, I didn't.
Mhm.
And I still battle with that today, like
Yeah.
thinking, oh yeah, I'm good, I'm enough, like that's good.
Mhm.
You be like, no, what you talking about?
Mhm.
Put your foot on their neck real quick, and you can do it so easy. But to me, I'm like, I can.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
And he still have to remind me, like, you post that shit.
Yeah.
You thinking about it too long. Like,
Yeah.
it don't require all that. Like people love you for you.
Yeah.
And I'm still learning that part about me. Like people just accept me for who I am. Like organically me. Like the stretch marks and all. Like I don't care about stuff like that. But he's always a reminder that you shouldn't. Like you work so hard to be where you are. You should just embrace that and keep it moving.
Mhm.
Good stuff.
So
Yeah,
accountability never stops. Until a point, I don't know if I ever told you this, so this might be the first time it get aired. I'm a patient person, just in general. But I had a conversation with one of my old best friends, and I said to her, I was like, my fear of our relationship was that I was going to outgrow her. Because I knew that at the rate that I was growing, like I'm big on growth, mental, mindset, everything. So I'm always growing. And then you have a person who's not really used to that, who's stuck in this bubble that you can't kind of crack.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me, she said, well, Q, if you love her, you let her grow with you. And so with that being said, I didn't necessarily slow my growth down. I kept moving at my speed. But what I would do is, I would, because you can't give a person too much information, especially if they're just not used to that kind of stuff.
Right.
So I give her a little bit, then I just kind of fall back.
Yeah.
Then I give her a little bit here, then I fall back. Just give her a little bit, and eventually she's gonna grasp. Like she trains with me now. I made her quit her job 2 years ago.
Yeah.
In 2014, we had a conversation in her driveway. And I said, babe, you can do what I'm doing now.
Wow.
It didn't happen until 2017, but that's because I didn't force the issue. I know I can't force stuff on her.
Right.
But I can just plant little seeds and just keep watering that plant.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep watering that plant, and eventually that flower's gonna blossom. And so, any advice to any other male or even female in a relationship is just patience. Having patience and having belief in your partner.
I saw you shaking your head. Was that something that you didn't believe when he told it to you?
Yeah. When he mentioned training, I'm like, anybody want to train with me? Like,
So let's talk about that. Like, what is that? Is that an insecurity, or what is that doubt that kicks in that says,
I'm not as patient as he is. So when I think about training, I'm thinking about motivating people, being
Right.
patient with their Grove. I'm like, but a part of me is also like, all right, you brought your ass here. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
Let me do it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's because I'm just so like quick to get stuff done.
Right.
And he had to teach me how to be patient. He had to teach me like, you gotta change your facial expression sometimes. And I'm just like, what? I can't like take off my face and look at my face. Like, I don't know what my face is doing.
Yeah.
What? And he was like, oh, you be having this look like don't fuck with me. And I said, I do. But when you talk to me, I'm so nice. He said, people don't know that. You can't be like, you can't run a business with your face looking like that. And I'd be like, okay, well, what's your face doing? Back to getting defensive, right? But he was just being honest because he's a business owner. He knows what it takes to get these people in and, you know, to keep them. And it starts with your appearance and how you look. And if you're not confident about what you're doing, it's going to show.
Yeah.
So that was my thing. I wasn't confident yet, so I didn't want to just put myself out there, and I wasn't too sure.
Yeah.
Like, when I do stuff, I like to go all in, and I'm a perfectionist to a point where it's like, yeah, bro, chill, bro. You're doing the most. Like, it don't even require all that. Like, just do what you're doing, you're good. But I'm always like going back, I look at videos like, oh my God, did you catch that?
Yeah.
Catch what? Like, what? It was nothing wrong with it, but that's just me. When I do stuff, I want to do it full throttle. I want to give you my all. So at the time, I wasn't ready for that because of everything else I had going on. And then, like, I really didn't think, like, nobody would want to train me. I'm like, I'm not as preppy as you are. But it's a lot of people that like to train me because I, like, my cheer side come out when I train. I'm very preppy, and I actually do some hard stuff. I'm going to stay with a smile on my face. And they're like, I like your wife, but, oh, my God. She just tried to kill me or something like that, but she did it with a smile on her face. She was so nice about it. You never did, you know that. So they like both sides. We both offer something different, and you know sometimes women just want to train with a woman, so they can gossip. We can gossip, but you still got to do what I'm asking you to do, like move while we're talking, you know, and they appreciate that. So I think I adapted to his training style, but like with my flavor on top of it. And honestly, he's right. Like, he had to give me a little bit of time because I'm stubborn for one. Don't tell me what to do. And if I feel like you tell me what to do, I ain't gonna do it. And that's just me. That is so me. But if you like just introduce us, I'm like, okay. All right. And he's definitely the leader of our household in that aspect. And like in every way. And I'm always gonna like back him on that because for so long I've seen him. He's never led me in the wrong direction. Ever. So of course I trust him in everything. He said, okay, you want me to do this bet? And it's not much of a battle anymore,
I like what you just said because a lot of women have a hard time owning that the man is the lead of the household. But like you said, like he has not led me in the wrong direction, so therefore I trust him. And because I trust him to lead me in everything, in every decision without a doubt, because he's already shown me that he got it.
Absolutely.
And to that point, being a leader doesn't mean you can't listen.
Exactly.
So if she brings something to the table, you know, I can never be like, I'm the leader. We're not doing that.
Right.
No, I'm like, okay, well, what you got?
You
know what? That's not a bad idea. You know, I'm open-minded. So, and I'm stubborn too. So, not as stubborn, but sometimes it takes a little while for me to fall into it. But I think that's just me being normal. We all know. You know, nobody's perfect. So.
Oh, man, listen, that wasn't even playing.